Hey there everybody, it's just Tristan here with another video. So I'm on another one of my afternoon walks, which is fantastic. It is a beautiful winter's day here in Australia. So in this little video, I thought I'm going to scrap those formalities that I've been using in the previous videos. Got a little bit more cash today, and I'm got my sunnies on so I don't get blinded by the beautiful sunlight. So that's why you can't see my face today. I know you miss it, so that's okay. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about a tool that is actually one of my favorite tools, and I'm going to tell you why it's one of my favorite tools and some of the things that I do with this particular tool in the classroom. So let's dive in and have a look at this little amazing gem that could become part of your EdTech toolkit. So we know that kids really love engagement. We need to make sure that we are catering for our young people in our classrooms, making sure that we are creating lessons and doing things that are going to be engaging for them. One way that we can do this is through something as simple as gamification in the classroom. So by actually trying to make the learning activities, the content into some kind of game, we are definitely going to be able to engage our students more in their learning. So EdTech is a really great tool that we can use for gamification. Now, there's a few problems with that. The first one is that with educational technology, it can be difficult to access, say, devices such as laptops or desktops or iPads or tablets or any of those kind of different things that you might have within your context. So accessing these tools can sometimes be extremely difficult and challenging. I know that especially from my own context where I teach. We don't have a huge bank of laptops that our students are able to access. So it's a first in, best dressed kind of system. Sometimes you'll get them, sometimes you won't. Sometimes they'll work, sometimes they'll be charged. It's a complete random kind of lucky dip as to what will be happening. The second is that a lot of these really great tools that you might like to use in the classroom actually are very, very expensive. Okay? So they're very expensive, and some of them might have free options that you can use, but these are normally really limited in how you can use these tools, what you can do with them, how much you can do with them, etc. So there's just two reasons why EdTech and gamification can be something that can be quite challenging to use in the classroom. But do not despair, because I'm going to share with you a tool that is probably one of my favorite tools. Now, I subscribe to this tool, so I'm going to be really 100% honest here, but there's actually other reasons why this tool is a tool that should be part of your EdTech toolkit, other than the fact that I subscribe to it. So my tool that I'm going to share with you today is a fantastic tool, and I've spoken about it before on my YouTube channel, and that is Bamboozle, all right? If you haven't heard of Bamboozle, essentially it is a game style application, okay, that you can use where you can create all different types of questions and activities. Bamboozle also has a whole heap of game modes available within it. So it's got its classic question answer type activities. I know on Friday with my year 8 class, we played some baseball, we played some 10-pin bowling. There's a whole heap of different type of game modes that you can utilize with Bamboozle and the platform to create a really exciting, engaging, gamified environment. So these are some of the reasons why I love Bamboozle. Right, the very first reason I love Bamboozle is that Bamboozle does not require one-to-one student devices like Kahoot or Blooket, okay? It does not require that. All you need is one teacher device. That's right, one teacher device. So if you have an MLD, which in my particular context is our main learning display, if you have a smartboard, if you have a projector, that is all you need to use Bamboozle, okay? So you can just log into Bamboozle, go and open your particular activity, and wham, bam, hello, Sam, there is the activity ready for you to complete with your class on your display. No student devices are required. Does Bamboozle have a fantastic free range of options? Yes, it does. And what you can get for free is actually quite functional if you do not wish to pay for this amazing tool. So I pay for Bamboozle, and it's one of the very few tools that I actually pay for. And the reason why I pay for Bamboozle is because I'm using it regularly in the classroom. Okay, so here are some different ways that you might be able to use Bamboozle. Bamboozle is great for those kind of lesson starter or lesson finisher activities where you just want to wrap up and check student understanding of something. They're great for little mini assessments in the classroom to, to see how things are going and to decide whether you need to spend more time on a particular concept or idea. They're great for units. They're great for, or basically anything. You can create any type of Bamboozle and you can use that with your kids over and over again. You could even do things like, I did one with a colleague a few years ago, and it's still one of my favorite Bamboozle quizzes. We did a class versus class challenge, and we made it into a huge battle, and it was actually so it was so ridiculously crazy that we actually got in trouble from our head teacher because it was too noisy. Yes, our kids really got into it because we made it into that gamified, can't say it when I'm walking. We really made it into that gamified kind of environment where basically there was a winner. We had to make sure that, my class was the winning class and the other class was doing the same. And it was one of the most rewarding experiences of my teaching career. So Bamboozle is a fantastic tool, and I think it's something that you should investigate. So just to recap, this is why Bamboozle is amazing. It does not require one-to-one devices like Kahoot or Blooket. It just requires that teacher device so that you can actually get in there, get that particular activity, that game up on your screen, your MLD, your smartboard, whatever you have access to, so that you can complete this with your kids. I've noticed that with my Year 10 class in particular, Bamboozle is the flavour of the month, and they are absolutely loving it. Anytime we have a spare moment, it's, excuse me, sir, can we have a Bamboozle? Yes, we can. So it is a tool that I think you should investigate, and it is a tool that I think would be great in your EdTech toolkit. So you don't have to go out there and subscribe to this if you don't want to. Remember, I always tell you to check out these tools first. Go and have a look at them and decide if you're actually going to use them more than once and you're going to use them consistently as to whether or not you subscribe to these. So I'm using Bamboozle a lot, which means that my particular fee, my subscription is actually worth it. So go and check out Bamboozle. It's a great tool that you could use in the classroom to develop that gamified learning style in a way where your students are absolutely going to be so engaged and love everything that you're doing. It's such an amazing tool. And I think it's one that we should all make sure we have in our EdTech toolkits. Anyway, I think that wraps up today's video. Bamboozle, it's a great tool. Go out and check to see what you can do with it today. Anyway, if you want to come and find out more about other amazing tools, we'd love to invite you to join the Empowered Educator Hub. It's our membership academy here, and we have so much in the Empowered Educator Hub. It is unbelievable. If you want to go and check that out, just head over to tristanheron.com/hub. You'll be able to check out our sales page with all the information that you need. Have a look at some of the things that are in the hub and decide if you'd like to come and join us at the Empowered Educator Hub. We'd love to see you there because we think it is definitely worth much more than what you will be charged per month. Anyway, thanks for joining us again today. We hope to see you again very soon. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, like, wherever you are, because we'd love to see other people start to connect with us here more so that we can, we can go on this EdTech journey and making sure that we're developing those future-focused classrooms together. Anyway, thanks everybody. We'll catch up again very soon. Until next time, stay safe.